Lots of contested catches, using that big frame to catch those intermediate passes, move the sticks, really be the go-to guy in this offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Lobos will send out the punt unit.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable.
Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Rams come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. The play-action fake. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Lobos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Gets open down the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down.
Timeout, New Mexico.
They'll run it from the gun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that as a result. Fresh set of downs for the offense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico! And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front there with physical, skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Rams in the hurry up. Trying play action. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Hard running there. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Rams send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And the Lobos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much in the roughing the passer penalty. The give to the fullback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Rams want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Sends it back in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Colorado State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I really like the slot receiver. I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Lobos decide to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They want to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
It's caught. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down.
defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Lobos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Rams will hustle to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Oh, he's got some space. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Rams line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ball.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights off a defender. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got...
There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Lobos! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If you're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got it. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins.
And the Rams will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's strong. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
Breaks into the open. The 20. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, New Mexico.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. The give on the option. He breaks a tackle. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. It's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Rams headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Here comes the heat. And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Sets up the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, on 3rd down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the 1st. What do?
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown. Turning it on! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Lobos come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
He's got it on the right. Oh, the spin move. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the running back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 3rd. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Number 17.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires left. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you've put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Lobos can really attack on this 2nd and short.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Lobos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, New Mexico.
The Lobos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. And the Rams want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Now they'll run the draw. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Third down play from the gun. Finds the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Shoots it to the left. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Rams will have it 1st and 10.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be...
Touchdown Rams! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bears the pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.
On the ready.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Makes the grab on the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Lobos trying to pay off the threat on first and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And the kicker will try to give them a little more cushion on this lead. Right down the boulevard, it's good. It's our forced to settle for 3.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. What a helpless feeling for this defense to commit that penalty and pretty much end the game. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.